Hi, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the Evilution of Music. Today I want to talk about Cardi B. I feel sorry for Cardi B because Cardi B is the perfect example of what happens when the devil promotes you. And he has just got another puppet which he will chew up and spit out when he's ready. I feel sorry for this young lady. If you look into her history, her real name is Belcalis Almanzar. She's from the Bronx, New York, and if you look back, she used to work in a Amish supermarket in Lower Manhattan, and according to Wikipedia, that was her last real job she held before turning to stripping at 19. It was upon being fired from the supermarket that her former manager recommended she work at a strip club. She has said she became a stripper to escape poverty and domestic violence, having been in an abusive relationship at the time. Cardi B has also said that becoming a stripper was positive for her life in many ways. She says it really saved me from a lot of things. When I started stripping, I went back to school. She says stripping was her only way out, a way to earn enough money to escape her dire situation and get education. Nonetheless, she eventually dropped out of college. Now, let me tell you something. The devil can deliver you too. The devil will give you a testimony. The devil will bring you out of poverty. The devil can actually deliver you from your situation. Oh, it's true. Did he not offer Jesus? Did he not take Jesus up to the mount, that mount, and show him the kingdoms of the world and offer it to him? The devil can give you a testimony. But unfortunately, the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God, as we know, is eternal life. Now, this obviously is a troubled young lady, and the devil has found another puppet that he can use, chew up and spit out when he's ready. Look at the likes of Whitney Houston. Look at the likes of Mariah Carey now, who's come out and says she's been struggling with bipolar all these years. It's not going to end well for this girl unless she really comes out of darkness into light. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this video, I had a friend of mine, he's not even saved, and he's not even really trying to be saved. He sent me an article, and he sent me a quote, and it says, "Ever since I started using guys, I feel so much better about myself. I feel so damn powerful." And then he says to me, "It's funny, I remember seeing her on Instagram like a few years back. I'm so out of touch with music these days. Then seeing her like a few months back as this global rap star, I honestly thought it was a joke. We've gone from women complaining about hip-hop stars portraying them as hoes to women now glorifying it. And it's great as she speaks her mind, question mark. SMH, how did we get here?" And it's true. Because if a person who you know is not even pursuing Christ can make such a rational point, then, you know, what more us? And it's true, because I remember back in the day, a couple of years ago, it was just this noise about this big mouth girl on Instagram. Then all of a sudden they put her on one of these reality shows, which I really hope you don't watch. Because if you're a female and you watch that show, no man should marry you. If you're a man and you watch that show, you need to be at the altar. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. But yeah, they put her on this show, and now all of a sudden she's a rap star. And I've heard some of her lyrics, and she really ain't saying nothing. So this is what I'm telling you, like, you know, the devil has an opposite, an alternate kingdom of darkness. And he can promote you too. He can take you from nothing and make you something. In fact, that's his job. His job is to offer you great things, but at the end of it will be death. And so I feel sorry for this young lady. And I really feel sorry for young women as well. Because there are a lot of so-called Christians who actually listen to this trash. And I ain't even going to deal with Beyonce again, because that's just too easy. But there are people who will find themselves turning up to and enjoying this trash. This music is trash. And I'm not going after Cardi B herself. Cardi B is a soul and she needs deliverance. She doesn't know that she's being used by the enemy as a tool to not only influence and destroy the lives of young women, she's destroying her own life, which is sad. And so, you know, the point of this series was to show us how music has got so evil and corrupt over time. As my friend said, there was a time when women would be complaining about being objectified. Women would be complaining about being seen as sex objects. Well, here is someone who is a woman. She is not modest at all. She's foul-mouthed. She objectifies herself. The other day she was twerking and she's pregnant. Now, I don't recommend twerking at any time. But you pregnant and you can't even sit yourself down? Like, come on. Where is this world going? And yet there is still some of you Christians out there who are going to say music is just music. It's not that deep. I'm tired of your foolishness. The kingdom of darkness is real. And the secular music and even 90% of the gospel music world is not even coming from any good place. It's coming from Satan. This is why you can have people like Marvin Sapp doing a song with R. Kelly. I ain't going to go into what R. Kelly does and what he's done. So, this is just the nonsense and the foolishness that the world is enjoying today. This is where society is going. This is where Greek and Roman society went. When you reject the one true and living God, you just get right down into depravity. Things that were once considered disgusting become okay. Things that were once considered vile become the norm. Young people, do you see where the world is going? This is why I say your foundation needs to be secure. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up and lost in the source of this world. And so I appeal to you, develop a hatred, not for people, for sin. Because if you get a chance to witness to Belcalis, you need to be able to identify to her the evil that she's involved in. Now, Jesus didn't come to condemn the world. I'm not here to condemn Cardi B. I'm here to condemn her actions. And so if I get the chance to witness to her, I need to be able to show her the foolishness that she's involved in. And to show her that God has more for her life. And that her upbringing shouldn't determine who she's going to be. And that God has a greater plan. And that her testimony doesn't have to be, I came out the strip club and now I'm a top rapper. It can be, I came out the strip club and now I am sold out for Christ. And even though you have a bad beginning to life, you can have a greater end. All she's done is moved from one place of being pimped by the devil to another. And unfortunately, she's too blind to see that. But it's our job as the light of this world to show the world what is darkness and what is light. Because it says in these times that good will become evil, evil will become good, darkness would become light, and light would become darkness. We have to be a clear and bright light to this world. We have to show the difference between clean and unclean. It is our job as priests to this world to make a difference. So we cannot mix ourselves up with the things of this world, with the music, with the entertainment. It is not for us. We are called out. We are peculiar. And so let this be a reminder. We're here to show the world how to behave, not to mix in with them and become like them. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. I hope this has been of some use to you. Stay close to Christ. I feel like it don't matter